Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, I caught up with Tennessee's head coach before the game. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Volunteers will kick off first, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Kane. Tackled and brought down at the 20. Hard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. On the option. Rides the option, he keeps it. Got enough for the first. He's loose down the middle. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's caught. Inside the fit. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option.
And that didn't take long. How about that opening drive, second play of the game, the running game gets going, score the touchdown, and they are out the gates just like they wanted to.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Hands it off. Plows through the defense. On the move is the 30. He's loose down the left side. The 30, the 20, the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason kid. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
So here comes the Auburn offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Brown wants to pass. Gets it out fast. At the 40, there he goes. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On third down, here's Washington. Could be an alley. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
On first down, it's Bryson Washington again. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Trying to run, it's Washington. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Got enough for the first. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Offense changing the play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Oh, and he knocks it out of the way, and he's running free. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight, they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical.
Maybe some room here. At the 20. And he scores! Touchdown ball! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. RPO.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. I can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
The run inside. It's Cobb. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Oh, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Gonna run it. It's Bishop. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Got a man. It's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
And this offense is a pretty smart offense, and they're going to use their guys and their weapons all kinds of different ways. And you see it right out the gates in this football game. Getting your running back in space, running the real route, getting him matched up on the matchup you want so you can take advantage. This offense will do this all throughout the game.
They'll try the right side with Hardy. There's a crease. He's inside the 40. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second.
You cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front 7 even get a finger on that guy.
So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off covered. But you can tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And that is no good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Just not enough leg on that kick. He wasn't able to clear the crossbar.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start.
Might have a chance. Picks up the first down. Past the 30. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action, and we can throw it, but it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. It's complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Off and running. Touchdown, Tennessee. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge, explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These 2 offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They bring him down behind the line of scrimmage, and now he'll have to go back to work to get over 100 yards again for the day.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. caught in the backfield. It's Nimrod. And after that last completion, left them with just a yard or so to go for a first down. How will they attack on second and short? With the catch, it's Kane. And he's loose on the right. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
Well, 100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Man, number one area to be successful on third and long, gotta have good protection up front. Check. Great job by the offensive line, keeping their QB clean. He had time to go through his progression to find the correct guy and to convert the third down and long.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gonna run it. It's Baker. Didn't get much done on that line. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
And, man, you got to love when you got these big boys inside, these defensive tackles. And, by the way, when they keep the GPS stats on these guys, they can speed in the school zone. Like, they're moving that fast, and you can see it right there starting to get to the perimeter, and he's running from the inside out. Flashes like a linebacker. Man, what a big, fast, physical human being.
Right on the money. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Using his feet to buy time. He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough. And they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Makes it past the marker. And he's loose and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the run, it's Cobb. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Auburn lines up quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
With the catch, it's Nimrod. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Complete downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Now from inside the red zone. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. There's some room. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
And he tacks on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Under fire. They get to him as he throws.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to change this route. They'll go back to the air on second down. Upstairs to make the catch. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He'll take it himself. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And everyone needs to have their packages. When they go 5 wide and they spread you wide, what's your answers? And I like the defense right here, bringing pressure, getting to the quarterback, and hitting him as he throws the football.
Third down play from the gun. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Vols, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Auburn calls its second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. We're just about ready to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good time.
Turning it on! Inside the 40. The 40. He smashes his way through again. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Vols! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Fielded in the end zone, it's Kane. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Got enough for the first. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead here in the second half.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. On the run, it's Bishop. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that kid.
Yeah, and it's hard. Third in California to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. But the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play. And get
caught, and he's got room. Bulldozes his way through. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Run in the red zone, it's Washington. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Running inside, it's Cobb. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? He scores for the 5th time in this game. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here is the Tennessee offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Staley. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other side. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great run.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Finds his man. It's Davis. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Vols go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Staley. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down, he'll throw it. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take it in for 6 more points. He scores for the 5th time in this game. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. With this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Yeah, and I know you're down. I think it's always hard of when to pull the trigger, when to be aggressive. And listen, they decided it was time. It's the 3rd quarter. Got to make something happen. Got to make a play. Unfortunately, it was just unsuccessful.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Brown will throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely.
Runs through, man. He might have some space. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by going long. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the foot.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack.
And the Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. No real chance on the return, but they got it at the 34.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense.
All by himself down the middle. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. Oh, and they blocked it. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Number 38, set to kick this one.
He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. While they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. and they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. They're working that left side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get a spark, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. We can only imagine more fireworks ahead here in the 4th.
Set to advance on the football.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking to take a shot. Makes a deep grab. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. And the Vols headed quickly to the line.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And that's not going to be a 1st down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense got it. He's running free down the middle. Takes it in. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now even more down the stretch.
Snap to the back. Rides the back and leaves it. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Back has it. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Rides the back. Keeps it. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. They'll run it with Bryson Washington. He fought them off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And we'll see if this is an issue the rest of the way. They have no way to stop the clock. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He might want another play. They'll start this drive going to the air, trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Back to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Leaping grab for a big gain. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of...
He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 2nd and 10, he 4 wide out set, trips right. Wants to throw again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown ball!
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
So now it's 2nd and long. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Brown will throw it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll be 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Big sack. This defense all over it.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Punt is on its way. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires it down the seam. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. And he's they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
Out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game.